Look at that. We're back. We did it. I think. Hopefully. Hopefully that should work for you guys. So we're gonna do something fun today. Should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will enjoy it. We're gonna do Game with Steve today. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully you guys will like it. Should be a lot of fun. Be a little word game. Maybe guess the word. Maybe give you a couple hints. See what you guys can think. So should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Should be a lot of fun for you guys as well for me. So should be good. I'm gonna wait for a couple more of you guys. Get this stuff going. But other than that, it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So we'll wait a couple minutes, let a couple of people come in here, let a couple people join. So I'm not here by myself, and we'll take it from there, see where it goes. Give everyone a couple minutes to get in here, but other than that, should be good. So, what do you guys want to do today? Can you guys give me anything? Give me any feedback? Up to you guys. We'll see what you guys are gonna tell me, what you guys want to do. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. Another day in paradise. What can we do? That's it. That's all we could do. Just another day in paradise, right? Gotta make the most of it. We got a beautiful day outside. So, hey. So I was thinking we'll do a little word gamer. Or maybe guess the word. Give you guys some hints. See if you guys can think of them. If you guys can figure them out. We'll see. See what you guys think. What words you guys come up with. So, hey, should be pretty fun. And we'll give you guys a couple minutes. Let you guys join. Let you guys get in here. And we'll take it from there. I'm thinking maybe we'll try starting with words that start with, or we'll do guess that word. Maybe we'll start with small words to big words. Take it from there, see where it goes. So I did a little game the other day. I did words that began with the letter B. Today, I thought from there we could take it to the next letter. We'll do words that start with the letter C. We could do guess that word. We could do short to big. Could do a couple different things. So I thought maybe to begin with we could do words that start with the letter C. We could start with some of the shorter words, maybe some three-letter words we'll start off with. And we'll take it from there. So that should be good. Should be fun. Hopefully you guys will like it. And it'll be pretty good. I have a couple good words for you guys that I think you should like, and should be good. Should be a lot of fun. We got a beautiful day ahead of us, beautiful day outside. Hey, doesn't get much better than that. So with all this going on, we got a lot going on. Hopefully you guys are able to get some food, able to get some water, get all the essentials that you're going to need throughout this time. We don't really know how long this is going to be going on for, but hey, Doesn't matter. As long as we're healthy, we're safe, and we're making the most out of it for you guys. So that's all that matters. We're here for you, trying to make sure things go good, and that's all we could do. So not too bad. Glad to hear it. So I was thinking, we'll start with some words. We'll start with some shorter words that you guys could probably find, guys could think of. So for the first word, let's see. I got two of them that could go together. Think you guys will appreciate them. Start with the letter C. They are three-letter words. And I'm thinking of a big city. Big city, they have a lot of things within it. They have a lot of people there. They have a lot of things driving around. And within a big city, you usually see a lot of these yellow objects. And it's pretty good. You're able to think a lot about them. You see them all the time. They usually are in a fluorescent color essentially, so that they're noticeable. They catch the eye very easily. Sometimes I've seen a couple of them in the city. They might be in a lime green color, which is a little bit more rare, but you still tend to see them. They're usually bright colors. Yep, very good. Another word for it would be a taxi, or also known as a taxi cab. A lot of times people say, "Hey, I'm looking for a cab. I just need a cab." Cab is a nice three-letter word that I believe starts with the letter C. Is very easy to think of, and a lot of people either have gotten them or taken them or have used them in one way or another. A lot of times people will either take them to the train station or from the train station somewhere. So a lot of times it's pretty cool. Now, when you're thinking of a taxi or a taxi cab, a lot of times they're usually driving. And when they're driving, they might be in a bus or a truck, or another word for that might be a what? They usually You usually see a lot of these things on the parkway or the freeway, or a lot of times during Christmas. Say you guys are trying to go to the mall or something. You guys go to the mall. You can't find a parking space at all. There's so many of these things around that there's no spaces for you. Yep, you got it. It's a car. Car, it takes you from point A to point B. It's usually something a lot of people usually own, or they might rent, or they might lease them. But hey, whatever you're doing with it, you got one. That's all that matters. You're able to get from one place to another, and that's really all there is to it. That's all you need to know about them. All right, let's think of another one. So I got a pretty good one for you guys, and it's an object that you might use every single day. It's something that comes into the daily play, usually during meals. Um, Usually we'll pour something in that. It's usually for a type of liquid for the most part. Sometimes you are able to put other things in it. They are used for other things, maybe pens or a holder for something. Sometimes you might see straws in them. There's a lot of times you might think you have your morning blank of Joe. Yep. You might have a glass is another word for it. You might take a glass of juice, a glass of soda, a glass of something, or a lot of times they go you would yeah, you'd use it during the morning a lot of times. I always think your coffee. This is an object that you would put your coffee in. A lot of times they call them coffee mugs, but you could also call it a cup. a cup. Sometimes people put it in. People put juice in cups. They might put orange juice. They might put lemonade. There's many different things they're used for, and it's all up to the person who has it. All right, so we got a couple good ones ahead of us. We're gonna keep going on for three-letter words. I got a couple more that I think you guys will be able to find, and we'll work our way on from there, and we'll go on to four-letter words and five-letter, and from there on and there on. So this next one, this I got a couple good hints because of the time that we're going through right now. We're all in quarantine, so a lot of times these fresh foods, these these fresh foods and fruits aren't always as easy to get your hands on, and you're not able to go, might not be able to go to the store to get some vegetables or some fruits, and a lot of these green leafy vegetables that you guys like, a lot of times they don't stay good for very long. So during like a quarantine or something along the lines of not being able to go out for a long period of time, it's very hard to find a lot of these goods and necessities and foods that you might be eating for a long period of time or throughout a long period of time where you're not able to get more. So these foods, a lot of times they do these types of drives during Christmas and throughout the holidays for people so that they're usually not perishable, so you're able to kind of give them away and give them to other people that are going to need that kind of benefit of the doubt, and maybe that extra little bit that you were able to help out with made their day and had a full blown day of good luck, some might say. So hey, whatever you could do, but that's what I was thinking. Usually a lot of times it's a type of metal. Um it's a type of metal that they will use. Normally it's a type of tin, and a lot of times you might hear the phrase tin can. Yep, you got it. You got it before I could tell you, but hey, it worked. A lot of times cans. I was thinking. So a lot of times soda comes in cans. You might find different beverages that might be cans. Exactly, and another thing that goes along with it is a lot of times they have unperishable foods that they do like canned food drives. So, say they might start September when school gets back in session and when people are starting to get together and group a lot. A lot of times they will do like a canned food drive because they're able to get them out around the time of Thanksgiving and able to get out those those foods that some people might not be able to get their hands on. So it's always nice to give away the cans and the to participate in the food drives whenever you're able to. So that's always nice to keep thinking about and try to donate whenever you guys are able to and try to help out the next person around you because without them you it's hard for you. So you need everyone that you can, and the more people you got, the better. So keep that in mind. So for another one that I was thinking of, this one should be pretty good for you guys. I think you guys like it. A lot of times you guys are big fans of animals, and you gotta love animals. Animals are they're great. We need them. They help us. We help them. So it goes back and forth. But what I was thinking was along the lines of a lot of times you guys might have pets, and within the lines of pets that you might own, there's two pets that are usually pretty common within most people. And some people may not have pets at all. Some people might have a dozen pets. And either or, it doesn't matter. It's all up to the person and what they think and what they believe in. But a lot of times, a lot people will have these animals or another sense of pets. And two big ones are usually a dog and a what? This other animal I like to describe as they're mini lions or they're like tiny tigers. You know, and a good way to describe it. Um, one year, a couple years back, one of my friends, his he had a female one of these animals, and she had actually given birth to about a dozen babies. And to see these little things crawling around, jumping around, climbing on everything, that's all I could think about was they're mini tigers. They're just exploring everything, and it's kind of funny to see how they've progressed into being wild animals and being out in the wild to bringing them into the homes and kind of uh, making them a pet and making them house friendly and being able to touch them and being able to hang out with them and just being able to have them around us and see them. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's just one of my experiences that I've had with them, and pretty cool way to think about it. I've seen because you don't get to experience that a lot. So all these experiences in your life that you're able to have and have the chance to get to really feel and get the full experience of are they're great. The more the merrier, and it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience for them, for you, for me, for everyone. So the more things you're able to experience, the more things you're able to learn and to find out about, and that's what we're trying to do. Knowledge is power, so got to keep learning. So I was thinking a lot of times everyone usually has a job. Everyone is usually working, and not necessarily because they want to, but because they have to, and because they have a family to provide for, or to just stay afloat and stay living and be able to survive in this environment that we are put into. And I was thinking, here in quarantine, a lot of us aren't really able to go out and aren't able to work and not able to do the normal things or our everyday things that we're always doing. But I was uh I was thinking of one job that a lot of people aren't able to take off from. I don't believe they have gotten off yet. I believe they're still going to be working. I don't believe they will be getting off. This is a profession that a lot of us look up to and have a lot of people around us and surrounding us in this profession. They uh, they take matters into their own hands, and they provide for us. They keep us safe, and they make sure that society is all safe and sound, and making sure that everything is going smoothly. A lot of times, you see TV shows about these people. They have a lot of times you might see the acronym CSI. CSI is an acronym, and you might know it as crime scene investigators. They make a lot of shows about that. They have a lot of they're putting our that's incredible. We got to thank them. So, very good. Yep, you got it. I was thinking of the word cop. A lot of people might have been thinking of police or other words that might go along with that, and yep, there's a dozen words that you could have thought of that might fit the scenario, but that was a three-letter word. Started with the letter C, so I thought that that was a good one to go along with it. All right, so we got a couple more three-letter words that'll go on with, and we'll move on to the next couple. So I thought a pretty a good word for you guys would be well, I'm not gonna give it to you yet, but we're gonna get to it. So I was thinking a lot of times people love babies. They love the little kids. They love having them around. They love to experience their sight and how they view the world. And a lot of times, when you're thinking of babies, you first off you're always thinking of the positives, but then you start to get into some of the negatives with these babies. And as good as they are, they do come with some cons, and that's most things in life. But you got to make the most of it as you can. So I was thinking I was thinking of a word that these babies might do a lot. They might do it while you're trying to sleep, or when you're trying to get them to do something, or usually it's their way of it's their way of communicating for the majority of their premature life and their growing into their life. Um, People tend to do it when they are in an accident or something very traumatic has happened to them. Normally, it's very emotional, and it's very hard for them to do. So, yep, you're right. The word was cry. A lot of times, babies are known for crying. It's not always the best positive that you can get out of them, but it definitely works. And a lot of times, people might cry with during certain times in their life when certain things may occur to them or might happen to them, but there's no shame in it. It happens. People go through it, and it works. So, give you, let's see, cutting these down. I'll give you two more words that begin with the letter C. 3-letter words. Let's see, can I get any guesses? Any guesses from the peanut gallery out there? All right, I'll give you some hints, help you out. So, so it's within the daily food groups that you're gonna try to eat. A lot of people try to consume this product throughout the day. It was always known for growing strong bones and growing tall. And parents would always try to have you drink it. A lot of times they would serve it with lunch, depending on where you are. In schools or in different settings, they serve it with lunch a lot of times. Sometimes you could get it in chocolate milk. So yep, you're right with that. So the word I was thinking of was milk. So I got that out of you guys. So now from the word milk, let's take it a little bit farther. So milk. Milk comes from a certain animal. Comes from a specific animal that they tend to eat a lot of grass, but they're normally white with black spots, but it could be vice versa. And they're always peaceful creatures. You usually see them hanging out eating grass. You might see them on a farm, but they're pretty cool. They're cool creatures, cool animals. Usually milk them to get some milk from them. So what is it? You guys know? Guys are too good. Yep, it's a cow. Cow. You gotta love them. We need them. So we'll do one more 3-letter word. I think you guys could get it. I think you guys probably know what it is already. You guys definitely know what it is. But hey, it'll work. It's all good. So I'm hoping you guys will like it and will enjoy it. So it's something that you see me wear a lot of the times. I wear it almost every day. It's something that I put on before I leave the house, and I almost don't even notice I have it on. I have a bunch of them. People are always messing with me and joke with me. How many do you have? You're always wearing a different one. But hey, they work. They come in handy. Usually protect you from the rain or from the sun to keep the sun out of your eyes. Yep, guys did great. Yep, you could think of a hat, but I was thinking of cap. Cap is usually a another word for something you might wear on your head. And as you see, I always got mine on, so good job, guys. We'll move on to this next one. So we'll move on to 4-letter words. Guys are doing good. So 4-letter words. Can you guys give me any that you could think of before I start giving you some hints? All right. So this one's pretty good. It's a type of dessert that I know you guys love. I know you guys love to eat it. I know you guys love to consume it, eat it however you can and as much as you can. No, it's not ice cream, but close. That's for another one. It's a lot of times you might have a birthday and you might have this on your birthday, but people love it. Usually you might have it after dinner as a dessert. They come in many different flavors. You might get a vanilla or a chocolate or an ice cream. They come in all different shapes, colors, flavors, everything, anything you can imagine. They even have a whole show just on these special ones for your wedding. You guys got it, yep. Cake. You guys love cake. How can you not? It's a great thing to eat. It's a great thing to have, and you guys must love it. How can you not? Mm, so I got a good one for you. I hope you guys will appreciate it. Um, so I know you guys used to. There used to be a lot of different games and activities people would do before the TVs and before they became so prevalent and all this internet and these this new technologies came out. And before all that, a lot of times people used to do different games in the house and different types of playing around to keep busy and stay focused and kind of relax just the way as TV does for us nowadays. And a lot of times, there used to be a lot of games that were played, and I'm not familiar with a lot of them, but I've been trying to learn a couple of them. And one of my favorite types of these games is a game called Spades. Spades, and you play it with a full deck, and I think it's a lot of fun because it's a lot of strategy and planning and kind of knowing the game and knowing your opponents. And it's a lot of fun to play, and there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just kind of relaxing. It's more of you're relaxing, but you're thinking, and it's a lot. It's a fun way to think, and it gets you to think outside the box. But there's a bunch of games that go along with it too. There's a couple games. There was like one game that I remember from when I was little. They would call it oh my gosh, wow, that is so funny. She stole the words right out of my mouth. Yep. 52 pickup. That's literally what I was just thinking of. So that's crazy that she just said that. That's pretty good. So yeah, I was thinking of 52 pickup was another game. You might hear games of like blackjack and poker, and they're all these types of games. You know what types of games they might be considered? Yep, they're considered card games. Card was was the word I was looking for, and there's so many different things you could do with a game with just a deck of cards, and they're endless. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun to play with and a lot of fun to do. And if you got a couple people or even by yourself, you can play cards by yourself. So it's something to pass the time, something good to keep your mind strong, and definitely something to keep doing and to start playing. Maybe we got to get a card game going. That would definitely be cool. Maybe we could do a couple if I get a couple people that want to play. Maybe we could do a card game over online and see how that works. We could do it live or something like that. That would definitely be cool. We can do a game of spades or play some blackjack on live or try to teach you guys how to play something like that. That would definitely be cool. That would definitely be good. I've seen some things they have like words with friends, things like that, which are pretty cool. Different games like that and something to keep it going and keep your mind strong and keep thinking about different things. Another thing I was thinking of was do you guys play what's the name of it? Oh, now I can't think of it. Not poker. Not chess. The word's chess. Chess would be pretty cool. That would be something fun to try to do on live. That would be a different type of thing. Definitely be pretty cool, but hey, different way to think of it. different way to interpret it. But hey, let's get back. We'll get back. We got a couple more words for you guys. I know time is going by very quickly. I'm shocked. I can't believe it. Having so much fun with you guys. It never wants to end. So we'll get a couple more before we go. But let's see what I could help you guys get. See what you guys can think of, what you guys might think of or come up with. So we'll see. So go with this one. So it's going to be kind of hard not to say it in the example that I was going to give you, but let's see what I could do. So I was thinking of so our body is made up of a ton of these. Got millions of them all over the place. And you don't think about them a lot, but we're always producing more of them. You don't really notice very much of them. But they basically are the things that make up everything. Um, another phrase that you might think of with it is a lot of times in some of these shows or in these movies when they're in prison, you might see the guards tell them to go back to their what? Yep. Or the inmates are usually locked in these. So, yep, very good. Cells. You guys got it. Cells, I was thinking of there's a couple different ways to think about it or interpret it, but two big things I was going for, you guys got them. So, it doesn't get much better than that. Now, if we change one of those letters within that last word that we just used, cell, we get a whole nother word out of it. And it means a much different way or a much different thing. It's going to be interpreted much differently. So you might pick one of these up to call someone off of, and you might say hey, hello. You might use it to, or so it's called a cell phone, and you can make these blank off of it. You might have a home phone that you're able to make these off of as well. A lot of these new social medias I've been seeing, you're able to do it. I've heard even on Facebook, you're able to call another friend on here. You're able to video chat with them. There's so many different things you're able to do with it, but that's pretty cool. So, you guys got it. I might have said it, but hey, yep, you're able to call. Call is a pretty cool thing, and you're able to be in say one country or one city, one state from another. So right here in the US, I could talk to someone down in China or down in Europe, and if they're only a call away, and hey, I got them right here. I could talk to them. I could hear them. I might not be able to see them from a call, but you could do video calls, and that's another way to do it. And it's pretty cool how technology has grown so much and came so far. And used to see these videos and commercials and even a lot of movies. You see these people walking around with a big briefcase, and that was their cell phone at one time. That was how big it was, and how different it was one time ago. So pretty cool to think about that and to keep that in mind. So pretty good. Let's see. Can you guys give me one more four-letter word? Let's see if we get another four-letter word, and we'll go to five. So I was thinking of a pretty good four-letter word. I bet you guys might know of it. You guys probably use it in the daily. Um, a lot of times a lot of times this might be considered a type of money. You could pay for things with it. You're able to do a whole bunch of different things with it. So it's pretty cool to keep in mind and keep having it and being able to use it for different things. Right now we're not working, so we're not making a lot of it. But you got to be able to save it and be able to use it wisely when you are going to need it. And it's one of those things that some people have a lot of, other people don't have very much of, but it doesn't mean much when you got family around. So, did you guys get it? Yep. Cash. Cash. It's something you need, something you can't live without. But hey, it happens. It works. It's one of those things that you need it. You can't go without it, and you need a job to get it. So, what can you do? Let's see. I'm gonna give you guys one. Let's see if we got one more word that I thinking of. You know what? Should I keep it going with that same trend? That same trend that I was still going with. So let's see. Let's see if we can work off that last word that I just gave you. So the last word was cash. Yep, that word was cash. So it's a type of something that people are able to pay with. There's many different forms of it. Some people might have Bitcoin or PayPal or um, even if you go somewhere else, they might have euros. And there's many different forms of this. There's many different ways to think about it. People pay for things in a lot of different forms. So sometimes gold might be a form of it. Trading and bartering, there might be different forms of this because not everyone wants the same thing. Not everyone wants cash or my dollar or my change that I might give to someone. Someone might want something else. It's a different form of this. But hey, it still works. You're still able to use it. You're still able to do things with it. It still will work for you. So what do you guys think of another word for cash? Might be what? What can you guys think of? So a lot of times I have a lot of times I always think of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, I never thought it was that big. Not never thought it was that cool of a thing. But a lot of times, PayPal might try to use it, or when you're buying different things off the internet, if it's from like say another country, they might use you to ask this form of cash to pay for it because they might not accept the type that you are dealing with, and it's usually a form of something that is very broad, and a lot of people are able to use it. That's why Bitcoin grew exponentially in previous years. So I always thought that was cool because one of my friends during high school he actually started investing in it, and at that time I was young. I didn't really know that much about the stock market and about investing and how great it was. But at the time, just quick story for you. Take this into consideration. So I was thinking, basically with this form of I can't even say it. You guys gotta get it. But this type of money, Bitcoin. When when my friend was buying it in high school, it was under $100 a stock or a share, however you may want to look at that. Nowadays, this is worth over it's like I almost saw 20 over 20,000 a share right now, and this kid was putting his whole allowance, you might want to call it, or his whole pay, all of his that was his savings account was this Bitcoin, and can't even imagine how much he has today. So I thought that was pretty cool to share, and kind of sad that I never got involved in it, and probably a good idea to help you guys. Word of wisdom: keep an eye on the stock market, keep investing, and it's very good. It'll help to grow again. Hopefully soon enough, all this quarantining will get out and we'll be able to get back into the real world and back doing things and back seeing your friendly faces again. But until then, we're hoping everything starts to get better, and we're gonna hope for the most with it. And guys, don't forget, keep investing. Investing will help everything out. The more people that are investing will help the stock market out, which will help bring back a lot of these companies and businesses, and will help bring everything back into how we were. And a lot of times I've been hearing that all the stock market has a lot to do with everything else going on. But hey, I'm gonna start investing. You guys invest, and the more people investing, the more it'll go up, and we need that to happen because the more we could grow the stock market, the better off everything will start getting for us. So hopefully it'll all work out, and hopefully we're gonna start getting through this, and we'll get better. And we can only hope. So hoping the best. Hopefully all you guys are healthy and staying good and clean, and we're gonna hope for the best. So very good. Yep. A little late, but you guys got it. Yep. The word was currency. In case I did not say that before, the word was currency. You guys got it. You guys are great. Thank you for everything. Thanks for tuning in with me. It was another episode with Steve today, and we'll be seeing you guys shortly. We'll be back for another episode. Stay safe, stay clean. Don't forget to wash up, wash your hands, and it's been a great day. It's going to be a great day, and can't wait to see what the future holds. So, thank you guys.